Hello boys and girls. This will be the first of many of these type of videos. I haven't really figured out what I'm going to call them exactly, but it's like an introduction to the Horde video. I have what I guess I've been calling a massive tech horde. Well, not just tech stuff, all kinds of stuff, but mostly tech stuff. And in order to make the Horde a little more manageable, a little more productive, and less of, something to call the authorities about. I'm gonna catalog everything. I've created a database. I have a website that I'm gonna input all the information into, and keep track of the Horde. And so every item that I get, I go all over the place. I go thrift shopping. I go to the dump stores, and people give me things, and I somehow I acquire all kinds of stuff. And so for each thing that I'm gonna keep and put into the Horde, and maybe it could be broken, it could be working, whatever, right? It's just something I found that I think is worth saving, and I might have saved it from certain doom. But it's under my wings now, so it's welcome to the Horde. Welcome to the Horde, to this little guy right here. I just found this maybe a week ago. This was at Kona transfer station thrift store. Yeah, don't call it the dump store. They don't like you to call it the dump store. It's the Kona transfer station thrift store. But everybody calls it the dump store. Come on, that's just how it is. But this was there. It was behind the glass. It was all closed up. It was inside of this, enclosure here, and it had a $5 price tag on it. It didn't turn on. It was just a totally unknown. And I was like, hey, I'll take a chance on it. Even if it's broken, hey, it's that's what this channel's about too. We'll fix it, or we'll try to fix it. We'll take it apart at least. Jeez, we'll bitch about it. We'll do something. So we got the GoPro, and it was $5, and it's a little bit of a success story, and you can understand why that they dropped it off. If we zoom in, you can see that there's a lot of corrosion on this latch here, and I had a very hard time even just getting this latch open, and this other latch too that's for the HDMI ports and stuff. It just, in trying to get it open, I pried it too hard and it popped right off. It looks like it can pop back on, but I might need to try to clean off a lot of this corrosion first. What I think happened is that they took it in the water, because it's a waterproof camera, you're allowed to do that, but that they never really cleaned it afterwards. Like, I think you're supposed to, when you come back in, you're supposed to take the battery out, maybe swab this down with some alcohol or something, take care of it, maintain your stuff, and then your stuff will take care of you, right? Take care of your stuff will take care of you. And they stopped taking care of this thing, and it stopped taking care of them. Next time they went and tried to go use it again, to go put the battery in or something, they couldn't get this open, maybe. And it actually has their SD card in it still, and there was no battery. They had taken the battery out and stored it with no battery in it, I guess, which maybe is the right thing to do. But they should have cleaned all this stuff first, because later when they went to go use it again, it was all stuck, and they probably just had no idea how to get it open. And rather than getting savage with it like I did, they just decided to give up and donate it to the thrift store. But it is concerning that they left their SD card in there. There's a bunch of pictures of their vacation. They're not from here. They're not from Hawaii. I looked through some of the pictures. There's some wintertime stuff, in the mainland on a ski lift and stuff. I'm not sure where exactly, but it's a little bit of a conundrum for me. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. I kind of want to track these people down and give them their pictures back at least. I don't want to give them back the GoPro, obviously, but I would like to give them back their pictures. But I don't know how to do that. Do I post a picture of them and say, hey, does anybody know this person? Is that a breach of privacy to post a picture of somebody off of their camera card? You can let me know how you feel about that in the comments. But yeah, all I did was I pried this open, and I saw that there was no battery in it, and I was like, oh, you know, and I tried to plug in something to USB-C, but with no battery it doesn't charge, and I don't think it turns on just by itself. I think it needs a battery in there. But I saw a red light, so I was like, ooh, I think it's trying to charge. I think probably all it needs is a battery. So I went ahead and ordered the battery. You know, it was $8. I waited for it to come in. Came in, I put it in, I charged it up. The battery actually came not charged at all, which was weird. You'd think that they would charge it up, because it's bad for a battery to sit uncharged. But that's how it was. I put it in, I charged it up, I waited, I turned it on, and you know, it worked. So in my mind, that's a total score. You know, I got a GoPro for like $5. Well, plus the $8, so like $12. $13, whatever. So that's cool, but the latches are all corroded. So, you know, I can use it. I took some footage, I copied it off the card. It works great for any kind of dry land purposes. But if this thing wants to go swimming again, it's gonna need some attention here, some TLC. I don't know, maybe you can buy replacement latches. That would be nice. You know, I wonder what they are. I haven't looked into that yet. But I'm just gonna try and clean this up as best as I can. Try and pop this back in there. You know, clean this up as best as I can. And I noticed actually that there's some screws here. So it seems like if I undo these screws, I might be able to separate this metal part of the latch from this other part, and that might help me clean it up. So I'll just go ahead and do that now. Might as well. I don't know what the format of the things that I do on this channel is necessarily going to be. You know, maybe in the future I won't attempt to do any repairs in this type of video. Maybe it should be only an introduction. You know, welcome to the horde. Put you on the bench. Introduce you to the world. And you know, maybe go over what the obvious immediate problems seem to be, if there are any. And then leave it at that, you know. And then if the item is worth fixing, or I get around to fixing it, then you know, then there'll be video 2 for that item, and it'll get its own playlist, you know, if it's a multi-part thing or whatever. So I did unscrew those, but this rubber still doesn't want to come out. And that's looking like I'm gonna damage it maybe if I try too hard. So I don't know what those screws were for. Maybe this pops out if I just am a little more careful. So here's where this is a good part to end the video. You know, I'll pick it up later. I'll probably just try and get this off, clean it up. Maybe I'll just make a follow-up video later just to show, hey, I was able to get it all back going, or no, I wasn't able to, and I had to end up ordering new parts, or I wasn't able to get new parts and I'm waiting to find a broken GoPro that I can cannibalize the latches off of, and for now I'm just gonna use it as is, you know, with a piece of tape over it or something. I don't know, whatever, but I'll do a follow-up. But I'm pretty excited. This is a cool that's a cool score. It's a cool find, you know. Sorry for the people that got frustrated with it and left it behind. But you know, they probably went and got a better one. Oh yeah, what's the model number of this particular GoPro? You know, it's a Hero 5. I don't know if you could see that. Hero 5. So GoPro Hero 5 successfully introduced to the horde. Welcome. Enjoy your stay. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.